This is wow. This giant
That's
180
game one.
game.
7 savages.
That's 180. Okay, sorry about that, folks. So 292 stacks ending for Gamer Guy for that Vi guy. There are, but we're gonna go to we're gonna go to short intermission so we get game 2 set up. Juggernaut with Juggernaut. Well, again, we have Juggernaut with me today as my color caster. I'm play by play. My name is Lupul, and in the background we have Riley on. We'll be right back.
Breaking through. Am I breaking through? Am I breaking through? Am I breaking through?
and welcome back everybody to game number 2, Seven Savages versus Gregory Loves His Fries. This is gonna be so much fun. Juggernaut, how do you feel
Yeah,
that game 1 went?
it was not what I expected. Like I said, I kind of thought that Gregory Loves His Fries had that last game from draft, but Seven Savages had a couple really clean fights. In particular, that one Baron fight where they were able to kite back and peel off and just kind of keep kiting and kiting, even with the Ornal. Um, and it really kind of changed the whole tone of the game. I mean, at that point, the gold swung. I believe that was the point at which they went from behind to even, and they were able to kind of get a lead with the Baron itself as well afterwards, and it really kind of changed the way things were looking. And after that point, the Aatrox just devastated the side lanes. I mean, nobody could match him, um, and I think to my mind that was really one of the problems was they weren't able to engage hard enough, and they didn't have anybody to match the Aatrox, and those two things together really made the game very hard for Gregory.
I agree. I completely agree. Is there anything you would suggest to the side of Gregory Loves His Fries to do different this game?
Uh, Ornn's overrated. No, I'm kidding. Uh,
Damn,
no, no.
okay.
Uh, that's
Shit.
one thing. But in addition to that, look for some flanks. If you had Silas on the flank, I think that makes a lot of those fights a lot harder. And I don't know why I didn't think about it in the game, but that was one of the things they could have done to try to come back was try to get Silas on the flank and look for some fights in a way that the other team can't just kite back.
Okay, all right, all right. I like it. Do you think there was a better top laner that, um, Pack My Sack could have chosen to make
Look at his
sure?
Yeah, let me look at his pool real quick. I mean, he plays the Mord top, which is really interesting. And Mord is well, it's not a classic counter to Aatrox. It's actually a classic counter to Orange. So I'm getting things mixed up in my head. But he also plays the Garen. Garen would have been great that game, I think. He plays like Nasus. They banned the Kale, so that wasn't an option.
So you believe that he should have played one of his more damage carry instead of tank
Uh,
characters?
like I said, from what I've seen, he is one of the kind of key components of the team.
Okay,
I think he should be on a carry as opposed to a tank. And I liked that they had the Leona for engage already. I don't know if they needed the Ornn as well.
okay. But we're gonna jump into draft. Uh, so Gregor Loves His Fries already banned out the Swain. And Seven Savages in response bans the Camille. Okay,
I
there goes.
empathize with that Camille ban. I hate that champion. It's so incredibly strong and it's good into like everything. So I
uh,
go
we
ahead.
see a Lee Sin ban then, and then immediately we see a Katarina in response. Jeez, they don't want any of the fun
That's
champions to go through. And
Saga's Katarina legend, from what I've
um,
seen at least.
and then Diana gets banned. So they did. So Gregor Loves His Fries already got sick and tired of the Diana. Diana was a big issue jumping into that back line, and Kryptonic had to use the ultimate defensively because of that Diana. So
Yeah,
Bill was a bit of an issue on that. And then we see a Yone.
yep, another Sug champ. I mean, he plays those assassin melee mid laners, and clearly we
Very
saw with the
consistent.
Silas, he's good at them. He wasn't quite able to leverage his lead, but Seraphine first pick. That is a very good blind. It's a triple flex. Champion is so good, and
Triple. Wait. Oh, wait. No, because she can
yeah,
also be played as
mid
AP
AD
carry.
support. Yeah,
Yeah.
all those champs. Yeah, it's a great champ. My
It,
the drafter for my team absolutely loves picking Seraphine.
and then we see a Tristana in response to that, and a Rel. Okay, I like it. I respect it. The only other person I've seen actually play Rel is Mustard Cat from X Rising Reborn. Because I don't think I've ever seen anybody else in Mythic Esports actually play that champion.
Ooh.
Because that's a
I hope that's not Senna Seraphine bot lane because
that's a and that's a Senna Seraphine bot lane. I
they're
feel
gonna
very
have a lot of trouble into that Tristana Rel. I think here. Um,
uh and then they pick the Mordekaiser yet again.
I like the
Okay.
Mordekaiser. It's a flex. I like that they're picking it here. They can
So
play it well jungle. They can play it well top lane. It looks like.
So what?
Um,
They have two champions that they can basically flex around, and that making Seven Savages scratch their brain really quick.
exactly. Yeah,
I
it's
like it.
flexes are so strong in drafting. The Xin Zhao, I don't
You
know
mean
how I
win now?
feel.
You mean win now?
Win now. I don't know how I feel about that into the Mordekaiser though. I feel
Um,
like Mordekaiser just stat checks him in the mid game. Early game he
it
should win, I think.
does. It depends on how the shield is going for
Mm,
Mordekaiser. And then we're gonna see the Kale get banned yet again, Lucian getting banned yet again. Is it just gonna be the same last two bans for each side? We shall never know. The world may never know how many licks it takes to the center of a Tootsie Pop. So, what do you think? What do you think that Seven Savages is gonna ban? They're gonna get rid of the Bambi again. Okay, they got rid of Bambi. Lilia goes away yet again, and the Aatrox. They got sick and tired of that.
ooh,
They banned
I don't
two
I don't
champions
blame
from
him.
last game. They
I
banned
don't
two
blame him.
champions from last game because those two champions were an issue. Now, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Oh,
Yep. That's
that's back.
I'm gonna be honest. I think the Vagar was more of an issue than the Diana was. I would have rather have seen a Vagar ban. Um,
Unless Sug has a counter pick to make
mm,
sure that the Vigar is not as viable this time around as last time. Last
mm,
game, by the way, Gamer Guy did end the game with 292 stacks of phenomenal evil power.
yeah. I don't know off the top of my head Vagar stacks, but it sounds pretty respectable. And the
Uh,
Galio answer.
I do like to get wait.
I do not like the
Don't
Galio here.
do not wait. Okay, I don't like the Galio either, but it could be. See, Seraphine and Galio can both play support. They can
That could
both
be
play
Senegalio.
mid lane.
I would like the Senegalio, but they need to pick some kind of engage here in order to really round it out if they're going to pick the Galio.
Okay,
Or they need to pick poke to hard commit to front to back team fights.
it depends on who they jungle. Ooh,
There we
okay,
go. That's exactly
that's
what we would want to see. So they
that's
have
interesting.
committed. They have committed to the Mordekaiser top. I don't think that their top laner really plays any Volibear. And the answer is going to be Sejuani top. I have not seen this.
Okay,
I am
wait,
excited.
wait. I have something to say about this.
Okay.
Uh, I have seen AP Sejuani. That thing hurts.
I don't think
That
it's
thing.
AP. I think it's tank.
You know what? If they want to give me a fun casting day, I want to see Wizard Sejuani. Put on that
I
wizard cap, call yourself a mage, start one-shotting people.
Oh
Do it.
no.
Do it.
I
Just
I
kidding.
think that I think that'd be such a mistake for their comp, but it would be funny though. It would be funny though, and that's a good argument. Um, oh,
Okay, so
yeah, who
a
won
lot of
draft?
uh, uh, who do you think? Who do you
God.
think won draft? Predictions are live, but who do
Okay.
you think won draft? Like in my eyes, I think I honestly believe that Seven Savages has won draft again. The
Well,
reason
I'm gonna.
why, there's a lot of wombo combo they can do here. There's a
Mm,
lot of wombo combo.
yeah.
But in your eyes, what do you think?
Well, I thought that Gregory Gregory loves his fries had won draft last game. I'm gonna be honest
Okay.
because
Uh,
they had so many tools to protect against the picks. They weren't able to, and they were basically um, they ended up losing fights for a number of reasons actually. Right, sometimes it was engage on a flank, sometimes it was they got kited, um, which was really interesting to me. Uh, this game, I think there's a lot of wombo on both sides because you look at the Volibear Galio Seraphine is a big wombo. And then the other side you've got the Rel Sejuani plus Vagar Ultimate, right? So
yes.
there's wombo on both sides. I I don't know because I Gregory's bot lane I feel like is gonna really struggle to um, not die in the early game unless they end up picking like Seraphine mid. No, we're seeing now it's Galio mid. So
Ooh,
I think that Gregory's bot lane is really going to struggle against Seven Savage's bot lane, and then I think that the Mordekaiser is a really great pick into the Sejuani. I think that makes it unplayable. I don't know why they picked Sejuani into that. And then I think. the Veigar's just gonna scale. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's got to go to 7 Savages. I think the only role in which Gregory has an advantage here is the jungle, Mordekaiser.
Exactly. But the reason why I went with 7 Savages. Now, I want you to close your eyes. I'm gonna paint a picture for you. Ready for this
Okay,
picture?
let's
Okay.
hear it.
All right. So Sejuani, so Rel puts passive on, the chain thing onto Sejuani. Sejuani initiates, right?
Okay.
Uh, they get that magnetized in. They do the Rel ultimate. Vygar draws baby cage. Jin Zhao jumps into the center of that baby cage. Ultimates. Everybody gets CC'd. Straxel's there just shredding everybody.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on the same page. Yeah. Yeah.
There's my picture that I'm thinking of. Okay.
Yeah. The only problem I have with it is that the Mordecai, they're gonna have the Galio ult and then the
Yeah.
Volibear ult in the back line, and then you're gonna have the Mordekaiser pulling the Sejuani out and just killing her solo, so she can't CC
And
anybody
then there's
else.
the Seraphine ultimate that's basically just gonna charm everybody, and the Senna ultimate that's gonna protect everyone.
It's yeah.
It's a fun little thing. So it just depends on who gets what on who.
Exactly. I think there's a lot of outplay potential in this draft. Um, and it's really going to come down to individual execution in these team fights. So
Uh,
I think that if Gregory loves his fries plays it well, they can definitely win. But I think on the whole, I agree. 7 Savages probably one draft.
um, predictions are live, by the way. Sorry, this is a bit late, but predictions are live, ladies and gentlemen. We missed out a little bit earlier. We're gonna hear a quick little. We're gonna see a quick little ad from our sponsor, Procoms, really quick, and that's gonna roll in a few seconds. Rip headphone users.
Everybody, panic! Hold on! I'm about to say something really cool. 3, 41, 9, and lift off! No one dies screaming without me. I feel like I forgot to shoot something. You're starting to bore me. She's such a loser, always ready to cry. Da-da-da-da. Aw, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
It's
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Procoms, for sponsoring us. But don't touch those browsers. We'll be back for game number 2. Gregory loves his fries versus 7 Savages. Welcome back, everybody, to game.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Uh-oh, I think our second caster here may have cut out for just a second, or I cut out. But it looks like I am alone for the moment, and it looks like another potential invade.
I'm
Last
here with
time
you.
it spotted out, but sorry, Rylan, were you saying something?
No, I'm here with you. Don't worry. I got you as backup, my friend.
Awesome. Okay, so it looks like they are going to invade, and this time they are going to get deep vision. Last game it was spotted out, but
As
it
old as
looks
I am.
like...
There we go.
welcome back, Lupul. We had
Oh, wait, did I
one
die?
invade while you were gone.
Did I die? Did I die in my? Did I
Yeah,
die
you're
on my side?
back now, though.
Minions have
Oh,
spawned.
Riot taking over my whole computer yet again.
Oh, no.
Riot, $1 million client, and just one little hiccup always ruins everything for everybody's stream. Sorry about that, everybody. But they did not give up with that invade. It was never give up, never surrender. If
They
you
managed
know
to get they managed to get some vision this time. Last time they got spotted out and weren't able to get anything, but now they know that Zinsao's starting topside, and it looks like actually off camera a lot of vision going down in the top side. It looks like
Jesus, look at
I
that.
know. So
What?
they know exactly where the junglers are starting. I mean, everybody knows where the junglers are right now, but nobody's
Now-
allowed to say it. Everybody
Now all
knows.
of China knows where you are.
Only the junglers. Only the junglers. Let's
Uh,
see.
This bot lane is going to be very slow. It is a fasting Senna. Se7en can output the damage to be able to play such a way. Brian did not take Flash, but as a Sejuani, I don't think that is necessary summoner spell with dashes.
See, I'm in a weird spot about this bot lane because
Yes.
if I'm them, I want to be
You want to be in their
near
face.
my tower. No, I want to be near my tower so I have plenty of space to run them down, right? So that but currently they have to push up because of the Tristana.
Yeah.
And it's also worth noting that Volibear is looking for a gank on bot, and so is.
They also wanted to go in. There they are. There's the level 2. Mango gets bursted down by both. And here comes Kryptonic. It's popping food. Traxel has to jump out. Kryptonic flashing in. There's the
The Hest auto.
auto from Winter. Gee, buzz. There we go. This is a
Like
giant
that.
difference in the last game.
That's so sad because the timing on that all-in was so unfortunate, and that's exactly what we expect to happen in the bot lane. Is Tristana Rel is going to engage and kill them, and it just so happened that this time Volibear was there to clean up. But if Volibear hadn't been there, this goes very differently for Gregory Loves His Fries. I mean, it's not good for them.
It was a. I mean, SS is going to have to play their bot lane's going to have to play a bit more carefully. Gregory Loves His Fries is not going to want to get passes, like step up passes halfway mark in that lane. Looks like Bill wants to steal Kryptonic jungle, but oh wait, who got the smite down?
I believe that was Volibear because
This was on the wrong side of Foo, but Mango was able to drop down the CC, keeping Traxel away from Winter. Nicely done.
Kryptonic did end up getting that blue, by the way.
Jeez. Okay, Bill
And Mord's not
Ryan,
there.
And here comes Gamer. Pack is not there. Kryptonic's gonna drop to Gamer. The blue buff goes over to Gamer, and Sug has to run. Ryan trying to get those stacks on. Bill
Big
goes
turn.
over. Sug flashes over, so it comes Bill. Pack is there. Anything more gonna happen? No, they're just gonna walk away. Pack is nice and healthy to keep fighting, but they don't want to fight. Pack.
Nope. The Mord not being there really screwed him over early, but they ended up red side ended up over chasing just a
Ooh, here
little
comes the Hex Splash.
Mhm. Oh, good try by Foof.
No, nice job by Mango by stepping away from that area.
And they're gonna get a lot of return damage here
Ooh,
too.
Here it is. Straxel jumping in. I don't think you want to jump into this right now. That's a lot of damage coming from Winter and Mango. I mean, I do. Yeah. All right. So Straxel, do you play a lot of AD carry?
No,
There,
I play none. But Ryline did bring up an interesting point, which is the Hail of Blades versus that Tristana has Hail of Blades, so she is going to be looking for a lot more of those kind of short
I can
trades.
see the reason why she wants to do that, because the you're able to stack up that E very quickly with the Hail of Blades, a lot faster than the lethal tempo. Does not take forever for you to stack the lethal tempo stacks. The Hail of Blades is instantaneous. Those 3 autos being very quick.
Yeah,
Succession.
absolutely. It's those quick trades, and then Tristana actually gets the W reset when she pops her E as well, so she can do a quick in and out where she jumps in, pops E, uses the 3 autos to proc it, and then jumps back out to get a nice quick trade for a lot of damage. And if she needs to, she can even W forward again.
I do enjoy the fact that Ryleon prefers lethal tempo. But it's just I do understand the reason why that Tristana mains do take that, to be able to get those jump in, jump out, jump in, pocket up, pocket in. Let me okay, moving on. But both I don't know. They do see. I think they did see Kryptonic. Bill is just trying to clear the jungle, trying to get to that level 6. They are, Kryptonic is behind in camps. Hack My Sack is very impressive this time around. Boof jumping into a Kryptonic, stepping a little too close. Mango dealing all the damage.
Ooh, the
The heal
barely.
comes out. Boof barely lives. And also Sug did roam down
Nice R.
there. Nice ultimate from Pack My Sack. Brian's gonna go down to the ultimate, to the passive from Pack.
And
Bill's
this
right there. Stats go over to Pack My Sack.
A win by
Bill is going to be getting a lot of damage laid down from Pack's passive. Gamer drops the baby cage. Pack just wants his camp. Like, there's nothing that Bill can do about this.
And Pack should win this fight too.
Yes, Bill is taking a lot of damage from that passive.
Yeah.
Nice flash, Pack My Sack, securing the kill. Nice.
I like
Gamer and Sug going at it right in front of Gamer's turret, but Sug doesn't care. Doing a lot of damage as that Galio.
I really, really like this Mordekaiser over the Ornn from last game. He is still going to struggle to some degree from the fact that the champion is not going to be as useful later on, especially if people build QSSs. And you can already see Se7en building that QSS very first item before even boots to try to shut down this Mordekaiser. But I definitely like the Mordekaiser from Pack here a little bit more, because he's going to be able to do a lot more from the leads that he gets early game. Ornn is just not as good at snowballing the leads that he gets.
I'm going to do a quick stack check for us really quick. We have 37 stacks over on Mango for that passive, and 36 stacks on the side of Gamer Guy. And it looks like Bill is wanting to just dropping a ward onto that Rift Herald, making sure that Kryptonic is not getting any of that. But it looks like also Kryptonic is going the tank volley build with a PTA.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that. It does look like the Galio's going AP, so they need at least one tank. So I do think I like the tank Volibear. If Volibear's the tank, and then Galio's the secondary engage, I think that's good.
Pack My Sack just dealing so much damage to Brian. Is he gonna pop the ultimate to get the kill? Doesn't have it up just yet, actually. Wow, but Pack My Sack, just imagine if he had ultimate, he would have Brian pop the QSS really quickly, and then would have just kept laying on the damage.
So if I'm Mord in this lane, I'm actually gonna save my ultimate for Xin Zhao when he shows up, because then I can actually 1v1 the Xin Zhao, and I should win that, and then afterwards I get to 1v1 the Se7en and kill both of them.
Oh, Bill is bot lane, but nice job on the Senna E to get out of there. Oh wait, Senna W, but the E is dropped on Bill. A lot of damage coming from that bot lane. A lot more damage than I honestly thought they were gonna be doing.
The poke from this bot lane is definitely brutal. It's one of their only high points, and it's kind of the only way that they can actually survive these all-ins is if they poke the other bot lane down to about half HP. And you can see right now, the other bot lane is pretty much full HP. And as I
Sug getting that taunt right underneath the turret, taking a couple tower shots in the process. But they're just bot lane, as you were saying, they're able to just space. Winter Knight and Mango are just able to space properly, making sure that there is no
This
issue.
is exactly what I would want to see. Actually, Shraxel and Foof, I would love to see them going a little bit more aggressive here, because they should be able to. And it looks like Foof is actually prepping for an all-in with the W here. We may see that in just a second, but we'll see.
Mango stepping up a bit. Oh, no, they didn't want to do it.
No dice. Oh, and Mord rushing the Rylai's. So this
I
is
like this.
Yeah, this is.
Oh,
Right
Gamer's
here.
coming up as well. It's not going to be a 2v1 this time, Pack. It's going to be a 3v1. Looks like they're just trying to. Gamer pops the Predator. Pack has got to choose the right person. Takes Bill into the Shadow Realm. Bill is going to get that damage down. Smite kill.
Nope.
Shutdown going to Bill. Kryptonic is right there, right
Bullet Girl
behind.
for an R here.
With also the. Oh, he has the Herald. He has the Herald and has ultimate.
They might
That
look.
is a. They are going to try to dive this, but Foof does have ultimate.
There's the ultimate.
Okay, teleport coming in with Brian. The CC chain. Shraxel gets killed by Mango. Brian going for Winter. Winter trying to space properly. Winter able to get away. Still kiting. Foof just went back in. Double kill.
Really
going
nice
to
dive.
Winter. Wow, that was a nice double dive. Using
And
the
they-
Herald and then also getting the Volibear ultimate for stop the damage going onto the Herald.
And they ended up getting the kill onto the TP as well. So not only did the other team blow TP to try to stop it, but it just ended up giving them another kill.
And here we are, Pack My Sack, able to shove out wherever they please in that top lane.
Yeah, despite losing that 1v3 by just basically getting
Uh-oh. Bill, you're in trouble.
Does Bill have flash? He does.
Bill doesn't have
He does
flash,
have.
but able to get it away. What? Don't let him get away for free. Pack My Sack also getting roamed on by Gamer Guy yet again. Baby Cage is dropping down, but Pack My Sack doesn't really care that much. Has to start backing off. Gamer Guy just getting all those stats. And they're just... Pack My Sack is just walk away. Wait, Gamer Guy's still coming after him. Dropping that Q. Primordial Burst still able to pop, but Pack My Sack is safe. Here comes Sug. No, stepping too far, Sug. You're stepping up a little too far. Pack My Sack is not gonna try to help out.
He
Sug
can't.
goes down to Gamer.
Got
That's a
nothing to
lot of AP. That's Gamer starting to stack up. 128 stacks now for Gamer Guy, and 65 stacks on Mango. That's actually a lot. Holy.
That is a lot of stacks in the Senna, for sure.
Wait a second. Isn't 100 stacks at 20 minutes doing very well?
I think it is. So he is on track to hit that if he kind of keeps up this pace here.
Did go with the Eclipse instead of the Umbral Glaive though, but I understand that. Like, as long as you are keeping the warding down to a minimum by keeping Foof in your sights, they can't really ward too much. So the Umbral Glaive isn't that bad of a the Eclipse is a great pick here instead of the Umbral Glaive.
And I will say, Eclipse does quite a bit more damage than Umbral Glaive does. One of my teammates is a Senna enthusiast who loves going Eclipse over Umbral Glaive. And yeah,
The vision in this bot lane though, they are completely controlling it. Kryptonic is able to come down whenever they please. And Drax was called by, oh my gosh, what was that damage? That was one auto.
was that
That was
from Senna auto?
No, that was from instead of all auto.
Man.
Brian getting pelted by Pack. Well, it looks like in bot lane, Bill wants to find something. Mango is going to start popping the autos onto Bill. Look at all that damage. Here comes
Big
the
R.
Seraphine ultimate. Big ultimate from here. Bill goes down with the Senna ultimate. Gamer Guy and also Sug are there. Double kill goes to Mango. Here comes Sug getting all that CC down. Winter Knight also helping out. Sug is going to, nope, kill goes to Winter. Pack is right underneath Brian's turret. Pops the ultimate, also kills him, and Brian's ultimate goes wide. Wow.
This lane
Big
is
difference.
this lane is just so hard for the Se7en here. And the Rylai's Crystal Scepter is not helping at all. I mean, like, not helping Se7en. I mean, it's really hard to get away from a Mordekaiser with a Rylai's. And normally I would say that actually this is one of the few situations where I like Riftmaker over the Rylai's, but it seems to be working. And in particular, the Se7en is behind enough that it's really, you don't need the pen from the Riftmaker. So I actually don't mind this this build path from the Mordekaiser.
Also, another thing I want to point out to you, they haven't allowed, Gregory Left Price has not allowed Seven Savages any objectives. They took down both the Heralds, they took both the Dragons, they have all three first tier towers in each lane. Like, they are up 7k gold. They are up 9 kills.
Yep, they're dominating in kills. They've taken every dragon, got all the towers. They haven't lost a single tower. I don't think they've lost 3 kills. That's the extent of it at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely a very clean game coming from Gregory. Gregory was
complete 180 from last game. They're just waiting to see if what Foof does, but it looks like Kryptonic just does not want to wait.
Well, really, actually, this isn't that far from last game. It's more extreme, but last game even Gregory was ahead in the early game, and it was really a couple good fights.
Here we go. We might have a 4v4 going. Kryptonic jumping in, Bill jumping to the back line. Kryptonic inside the baby cage. Gamer Guy dropping the W's. Brian trying to go after Winter. Here we go. Foof also dropping that ultimate. Gallant Sug coming in. Winter Knight able to drop that ultimate. Sug going after Brian. Bill went golden earlier. Here comes all that damage coming from Mango. Mango's in the back line. Sug playing protect the Senna. Foof trying to go in. Sug gets Brian. Kryptonic trying to go after Gamer Guy. Gets Sug. Oh, baby cage stops Kryptonic in his tracks. Gets the kill on Mango gets kill on Foof. Mango going after Gamer. Goes double kill. And then Pack My Sack teleported in with that kill on the last team. That was a Mythic Age.
Tragic.
They get a dragon for free.
It actually looked like it was going so well for Red Side too. They were kiting it out and they were playing it so well.
Oh, Bill, you.
Oh no. His teammates are showing.
Yeah, bye. You walked into the wrong. This is not your
And
jungle.
Mordekaiser says, "My camps."
This is his jungle. This is Pack's jungle now. You don't own a jungle anymore, sir.
Yeah, that fight, it looked so good for Red Side. They were kiting it out and they were playing it well, and then Blue Side Mord wasn't even there, and then the Mord TP in. It was close without the Mord being there, and the Mord TP in really just sealed their fate in that fight.
Oh wow, Pack wants more. Wanting to go for the 2v1. I don't think you should go after this. Does not have the mythic item.
Pack right now is the meme of Bilbo with the ring. After all, why shouldn't I? He can basically just do whatever he wants in this game. There's nobody that can really match him. It takes at least two people here. The only problem with the Mordekaiser is that he doesn't take turrets as fast as some other champions might. But it's really, I love to see it. I mean, this is the type of style that I absolutely love to play. And
if you look at the gold really quick, I want to bring up.
Yeah.
Look at the gold difference between Brian and Pack. And here comes
Almost
Kryptonic.
double.
Oh no, the stun. Sun's coming. Oh my gosh, here comes Bill and Foof. They're trying to save him. Pack is taking care of Bill on the side. Winter Knight gets Brian down. And down goes Bill. They want this. But here's Gamer Guy dropping the baby cage, trying to get his stacks as they go along. Mango picking up all sorts of souls going on here. They want this tier 2 turret. They're gonna get it, whether they have minions or not.
And Mango has hit his 100 stacks at 20 minutes, and Gamer Guy is up to 192 at 20 minutes. So.
This is not bad. Like both, they're gonna pull the trigger on the Baron now. They can just pull the trigger on it.
Can afford to. I mean, who's gonna stop them?
Traxel's on the bot lane. There's no jump over. Bill's still in base.
At least they get the bot tower for it. That's kind of all they can do at this point, is just try to get whatever they can. I mean, it's really what they need is to stop getting these like small skirmishes and get these like a big fight is what Seven Savages wants. But I don't think Blue Side is gonna give it to him. I don't think Gregory is gonna give it to him. They're just gonna keep
looking at a game 3. By the way, we might be looking at this might be a 3-game series.
It's looking like it. 10k gold lead, 1 Drake off Hextech Soul. I guess it's time for that minigame. Lupul, what would you do to get back in the game at this point? I mean, like
you need to take down. First of all, you need to make sure that this Se7en and Se7en get separated. Those two together is a menace to society, as well as you also need to try to bait out something that go after carry. That Sug will pop everything for, and then also
the cancel.
And then takes him into the Shadow Realm. Goodbye, Straxel. Hey, Foof, how you doing?
More.
Ryan, Bill,
Mr.
nice to join the party as well. I don't think he cares. He does have Riftmaker. Down goes Foof. Bill and Ryan. Ultimate coming from Mango. Pack is just knocking people around, doing whatever he pleases. Trying to drop that Q, trying to get the kill. Is able to live and make the other two members of Seven Savages limp away with their tail between their legs. Oh, wow.
Absolutely brutal. At this point, it's just a game of playing with Baron and taking these towers for free.
Do you remember when I was thinking about like trying to make sure that somebody goes after Pack and something like that? I was about to get into that point. Yeah, nothing can.
You're gonna need more than that.
You're gonna need the full 5-man squad to go after Pack.
Yeah.
He's so strong right now. Like the level different, like it's 3 level difference between this Brian and T. And I mean, if we look at the bot lane difference, holy, Mango and Winter are level 12, and Straxel's level 11. Oop is level 9.
Yeah.
Like,
it's really, I mean, Tristana needs the QSS, and in that scenario, it wouldn't have saved her because Mord canceled the W, which was probably not calculated, probably just lucky, but
yeah,
it was still really good for him. At the end of the day, it made it so Tristana just didn't get to play.
Going for the triple in him. Ryan finally gets an ultimate that sticks onto Mango, and here we go.
He's there.
Ryan and Straxel trying to do the most. Straxel trying to lay down the covering fire. Mango takes down Straxel. They're going after Foo. Bill in the back line. Foo is trying to do everything he can against Pax. Kryptonic for Bill in the back lane. Then down goes Bill. Pac wants Gamer. Pac wants the Gamer.
He's gaming.
He wants the gaming. Nope, won't get it.
That melee range. The melee range volley barrel really got me in that fight. He didn't do anything with it.
No, it's called style points.
Exactly.
But here we go. They're gonna take down both both turrets for Nexus.
We are going to a game 3.
Everything Pack is legendary, and we are game 3. Holy crap! That's great.
Hold on. I say something. 3. What do you want?
But so before we talk about this game, we're gonna go on a short animation to get set up for game 3. Don't trust those browsers. We have a banger series apparently. 7 Savages was Gregory, lots of surprise. Don't touch those browsers. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to game number 3. Gregory Loves His Fries versus 7 Savages. Juggernaut, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm glad we got a 3-game series on my very first stream. Not normally. A lot of the time it's a 2-0. But we got a spicy game going on tonight, and I'm here for it. I'm excited.
And I believe we went over this earlier. 7 Savages, this is make or break for them. And
Absolutely. Yeah, if 7 Savages doesn't win this, they're gonna have a hard time making playoffs for sure. And the same thing kind of goes for Gregory Loves His Fries. I mean, this is an important series. They've got one more next week that's also going to be really important for them. And then they have a bye the last week. So currently Gregory Loves His Fries is in 4th place. So they are looking to make playoffs, but they need to not like things need to go well for them still in order to make hold that spot.
so
I
what
mean,
you're telling them is don't choke.
both teams. I mean, they both made it this far, and they're both kind of like on the edge. So if Gregory Loves His Fries can play like they did last game, I mean, obviously that'll be a 2-1 for them. Uh, but 7 Savages, we've seen that they're able to make those fights as long as they don't get too far behind in the early game. They can win these fights, especially if they pick a front-to-back comp where they can kind of keep kiting back and playing for Shraxel, who's been doing an incredible job, by the way. Last game they weren't able to make as much happen, but they really game 1 they popped off so hard. They did incredible, and the rest of the team played for them, and it was just exactly what you would want to see. Uh, and if they're able to pick another team like that, where they don't actually have to do as much in the early game, then I think that they're going to be just fine.
hmm I do have to. I'm going to let everybody know. Uh,
Mm.
Gregor Loves His Fries did also bring in a sub player. Unfortunately, we did lose Mango, but we do now have Juk Jukel in the support lane. They are rostered subs, so we don't really have to worry about anything else of such. So we are totally fine. It looks like we're gonna get straight into the draft. 7 Savages yet again banning out that Camille. They do not want to see that thing.
I mean,
Greg,
sorry, go.
no, please.
Last game we saw why. I mean, we saw hack on a champion that he's comfortable with top lane, and imagine if that was Camille instead of Mordekaiser, right?
Oh,
Into the
yikes.
Sejuani. That would have been an absolutely brutal lane, and I don't blame him for not wanting to play into it.
No,
And
I completely agree. I
the
completely 100% agree with that.
the Yon
Um,
Katarina bans again. Sug is the other person to watch out for, I think, on
and
GLHF.
and 7 Savages takes away the Seraphine. Uh,
Again, yeah. Well, not again.
uh,
Um,
it, it would be a Sug. Sug is a bad. Apparently, from what Juggernaut said earlier, Pack is a Sug. Oh, I'm sorry. Sug is a badass Katarina god.
from, from what I've seen, I mean, uh, and it's also one of those champions where nobody really wants to play into a Katarina, you know.
Ooh, we see
Braum,
Braum,
interesting. I think that's meant to be a Seraphine counter pick because the Braum E can block the Seraphine ultimate, which
and
is the
also the
main reason.
E. Yeah, that
E is
I see.
less useful, but yeah,
Yeah, no, I see where they're going with this. Jaquel coming in already, wanting to, put a staple in this game 3. Mango set it up for them. Now to dunk it all down. Um,
there's.
ooh,
I love this. I think that this fits much more with what
ooh, we
Ash.
seen this. We've
Yeah, yeah.
seen this one.
The
We've seen
Freljord
this
bot lane.
one.
Um, this is it's still much closer to what I think GLHF. This is GLHF actually. I'm
Yes.
thinking of 7 Savages. Okay, so the
Yeah.
Braum is not. Is it Jakale? Am I
It's
getting things
oh
mixed?
yeah, it's
Yes,
Jaquel.
I am. I am. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, so interesting. 7 Savages taking. It looks like they're taking the bot lane.
From
That
last game.
GLHF had last game, and we'll see if GLHF has an answer to the things that they're picking.
Uh,
Um,
anything you can do, I can do better. This is a
I guess
total
we'll find out.
staple of Mythic Esports. We've seen this a couple times. I think that
Ooh.
even your team has done this a couple times.
Yeah,
It
My memory's horrible, so I'm trying to remember specific instances, and I'm not coming up with anything. But I'm
I'm
sure we
not,
have
but
at some point.
I'm pretty sure everybody has. We do see a Wukong.
The
Yeah, oh yeah, no, yeah. The Silas pick for your guys' team during this week's.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Triton Silas is something else.
Ooh,
Oh, and the kale.
oh
They're
no, they
taking
got the
the kale
kale.
before it gets banned.
Oh, Pat got the kale.
Interesting. That is going to switch things on its head very significantly. It could
Ooh.
be a flex. It could be a
Yes.
flex. Um, I think it's looking top lane though because Pack plays it and actually Sug plays it too. This is a
Ooh.
flex. This is a
Okay.
spicy flex here actually, especially since they're on red side, so they get the R5 flex potential. So we're going to probably see a jungle pick on R4 here because they want to hold that flex until the last second and
They're
give
probably
her
gonna
the.
give Sug the flex pick this time around because Sug has been having the short end of the stick this whole time.
We'll see. It
Um,
could go either way.
oh yes. But
There's
looks
more
like good
bans.
luck, have
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I mean, Gregory Less Surprise did get rid of the Vigar, and the Mord
Mhm.
ban goes away as well for Seven Savages.
I
And
do love to see that Vagar ban.
this is big. This is big because now the Aatrox goes away. Now they have to try to figure out something to how they're going to deal with that Kale. And Vigar is one of those champions that does deal with them. Are they going to really ban the Ornn? The Ornn goes away.
Mm.
Do they honestly think
I
that's not Kale top lane?
it is a solid flex, right? They both
Yeah.
play it. It could be the other way. I do not think the Ornn ban was necessary. I always think Ornn's overrated though, so
Yeah,
Um,
I think you put your 2 cents in there the last game.
but let's see. I think this draft is way better for both teams. I think this and there's the double kill. Our
Yes.
four, the Viego is so strong right now. Our jungler plays
Ah,
a whole lot of Viego, and it is absolutely a brutal champion
I
if you
I
know how
did
to
I
play
did enjoy your guys' series this
it.
past week. You guys were nutty with it. But
Yeah,
yeah, no, your jungler is built completely different than anything else I've ever seen. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I've seen. Oh, and are they gonna pick the
Galio.
Galio
I
into
love the
this?
Galio Wukong. I think that is
It's a
very
fun
strong.
pick. Okay, all right. So they
Um,
lock in the Galio. And this is
I
exactly what Gregory Loves His Fries did last time with us, by the way. The Seraphine, the Galio, they can all be flexed, and also the Wukong can be flexed as well.
I'm
So,
curious what they're picking top lane into this Kale. I don't think that the Galio is going to be incredible into the Kale. And there's the Urgot. I
Urgot.
think Urgot is also not great into the Kale. Um, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. The
Oh,
set.
ooh,
I
there you go.
definitely do not like the set into Kale.
Wait, no, you don't
Um,
like that one?
No, because they're going to counterpick set top lane here if they have anything that can, and then they're going to put Kale mid, and then Kale gets a free lane into Galio, and then
Okay, Shen.
it's
Hmm.
Shen top. Um, I both sides great have great drafts here. Again,
Yes.
it's close. Again, I hate how close these drafts are. Um, although I do think I'm going to probably favor the side of GLHF. Um, it's champions that they're comfortable on. They have a lot of tools to keep the Kale safe, the Ashe safe, and if they can kind of front to back, uh, I think that this is going to be a great game for them. Now on the flip side, there's a lot of wombo on Seven Savages, right? You have the
Yes.
set R, the Wukong engage into the Galio R, and it's just Seraphine R over top and Senna damage to follow up. And Senna's going to make Senna Seraphine's going to make everybody unkillable as well. They have three
Yes.
tanky champions plus Senna Seraphine means nobody's going to die. Um, and Kale and Viego and Ashe will mitigate that to some degree because they all have decent DPS. But I think I have to favor GLHF because Seven Savages wants to go in and GLHF wants Seven Savages to go in. And as long as the
I
Seraphine R gets blocked by the Braum, I think GLHF is in a good position here.
No, I completely 100% agree. I think I've seen a couple games where Braum is the staple of stopping such a pivotal
Mm.
moment. Um, by the way, predictions are live, ladies and gentlemen. Drop those points like our Mythic Esports mod. By the way, Rylon is in the background doing. I do have to say one thing though.
Mm.
Last night's game we saw a DSS game, and I believe it was Mullinax. I believe, if I'm correct. Molinax did make and break the whole team playing set top lane for game 2. Um, so if Ryan the Max can do exactly the same thing that Molinax did, then I believe that we might see a flip flop. But
Set
it's
can
one
be
of those
brutal,
yeah,
but he's so snowbally. He has to stomp the Shen, and Shen is one of those champions where he is so overstat in lane. You're gonna have a hard time stomping him as long as he's Wing your Q correctly, um, and he's not kind of overextending and greeting for fights that he shouldn't be. I don't think that Set's going to be able to stomp this as hard as he'd like to, and I don't think that Set is going to be able to snowball the game in the way that he wants to here because Set is going to get kited by Ashe Kale late game. 100%. Ashe Kale Brum, Set is not going to be able to do that much. We'll see though. We'll see. Maybe he will just absolutely run over the game. Um, and I've seen it. I have been on the receiving end of that before.
oh, so
And
you've played this lane before.
I have not played this lane before, but I have played into a lot of sets, and sets absolutely can run a game, right? They can
Yes.
absolutely stomp lane, 1v2 the jungler, roam mid, flank and dive tower, and then just do a billion damage to everybody on the team, right? They can all clump up for one big W and then all die to it. But on the flip side, if you play around the set properly and you kite him out and you do what you have to do it, he will not do that much. And Gregory loves his fries have the comp to do it. They have the Ashe, they have the Kale, they have the Shen to ult either of them, they have the Braum to kind of CC him, and it's just, to my mind, everything is there for Gregory loves his fries to kind of play these fights correctly and to beat the set.
Okay.
We'll see if they do, but I think that they have the skill to do it based on the last game as well. But we'll have to find out.
Based off the macro plays that they were playing all last game. Okay.
We'll see.
This is going to be a banger. This is a banger game. This is going to be a banger game 3. This is a banger series in general. Seven Savages versus Gregory loves his fries. Don't touch those browsers. We'll be right back for this game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 3. Gregory Loves His Fries versus Seven Savages. We might be seeing yet another
Oh boy.
invade.
Three-peat. I think it's the same team every time too.
Yep. Oh,
And
oh, come on.
oh,
You
the
got
taunt!
it. You got it. Nice. Depends on who gets the kill.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
dude.
Katana gets the first blood.
That's gonna be really big for Viego since he's such a snowbally and
Wait.
like scaling jungler.
Wait. Ash has no items.
Oh no! Wait, no, it's okay. They reset for it. They got it. Okay. So yeah, I think that Viego is probably going to be one of the big focal points this game because if Viego gets ahead in the early game, if he's able to get those good ganks off, he is going to be able to snowball this game. He is one of the most snowbally junglers in the game, especially if they can get those skirmishes. Looks like they're starting opposite sides of the map here, so it looks like they're trying to avoid each other. And Viego is going leashless. Also worth noting that blue side, which is Seven Savages, knows that Viego's starting top side, which is very good to know. So
There we go.
bot side needs to be blue side bot side needs to be watching for a gank around 3 minutes, and red top lane needs to be watching for a gank around 3 minutes. We'll see how well they play around that. Outside
I
of
do want to say that also, just for a quick sidebar, there's no ignites in this game.
interesting.
So many teleports. No ignites.
It's a lot of teleports. 4 teleports in the game, and it's heal exhaust versus heal cleanse. That cleanse on the Senna is actually going to be pretty useful. Let's see, there's a lot of CC on this side to be blocking. The Ashe ultimate I think is the big one that they're looking for. But honestly, my expectation for this game is mostly just that red side is going to get smacked in the early game and then outscale, because Braum is not meant to do anything in the early game as a melee bot lane champion, and mid lane Kale's not going to be able to do anything. But if Viego can get those ganks off, that's really the big pivotal point. And I think the best lanes for him to gank are going to be top lane and bot lane, because those are the ones with gank setup. The Kale is not going to have any gank setup, really. It's also worth noting that Viego took an odd path where he cleared his entire top side first, and that actually set him behind on the CS in the early game. And it also means that they're both on the same side of the map for the scuttle here. Although, if he's smart, he'll start clearing his bot side camps and contest the bot lane scuttle here. And it does look like blue side is posturing for crab here, and Viego's going to give up his top crab. One possibility... Oh, it's actually red side bot lane is taking the crab all on their own here. Don't even care that Viego's not there to take it. So they are going to split the crabs, but interestingly enough, bot side crab is going to go to bot lane. Ooh.
All that damage.
That is a big...
Don't look at the second auto. Don't look at the second
Oh!
auto.
That is a big solo kill for the Set here. Set's win condition in this game is really to snowball the game like that, and because of that, hopefully he will be able to kind of snowball that and continue to get more and more. He took a cull though, which is really interesting to me. I think he has, yeah, he hasn't backed off of that kill yet. He's backing now. So he must have cheated or recalled into a cull. It's really interesting to me. It looks like he is going into the Bork first item though, which
Seeing a gank here in the bot lane. Here comes Kryptonic, getting able to get that CC chain on Foof, but they also pop flash on the side. Kryptonic pops flash. Jaquel picks up the bot lane kill. Not where you want the kills to be going, but oh well.
not ideal, but it is good that Red Side, Gregory Loves His Fries, are able to get anything done in the early game because their comp is so kind of mid-late game teamfight focused. Anything that they can get early is going to help them.
Oh, here comes Kryptonic yet again, but the CC coming from Gamer. Again, this is the typical thing. That bot lane is a repeat of game 1, and the mid lane's a repeat of game 2.
Yeah.
Wants to show that he's the better Galio. Uh-oh.
Here you go.
Bill getting caught out. That E is gonna catch him. Yep, there it is. Nice try, Jaquel.
Good try, yeah. I don't know what Viego's doing. He was just kind of chilling there. I think he was waiting for the regank. And
That's a big
Dragon
dragon.
is going to go to the side of 7 Savages. But yeah, like I said, I think mid lane is going to be hard for the Viego to gank just because there's no gank setup. And he has some with his W, but really he wants to be looking for bot lane and top lane. And even top lane's a little bit risky now that Set is even moderately ahead, because Set can very easily turn a 1v2. The other thing to watch out for here is that Shen does have his ultimate. So if any plays are kind of looking sketchy, he can ultimate and kind of totally change the pace of things. And in particular, he's probably going to be looking to do that for 2v2's bot lane or any kind of a gank that goes poorly, right? So if Viego ganks and there's a counter gank, it's going to be a Shen ultimate coming in behind.
That CC is very annoying in the bot lane, by the way.
There's the Shen ultimate.
Oh, here it goes. Nice
This is
block.
good.
Okay,
You need to
going
be careful.
Ultimate coming down from multiple people. Kryptonic getting ulted by Sug. Pack is going to have to back off. Everybody's going to back off, but Sug is still getting those autos in with that range form. Gamer coming in with the taunt. Kryptonic trying to come back in after healing off the plant. Pack still looking. We're going to get a kill. Speed up from Sug. Flash from Sug. Gets the kill. Nice job. Bot lane's getting shoved in, just like how they were shoving in the bot lane last game. Payback is annoying.
This is not looking great for bot lane here, and they're going to have to reset and give this whole wave. I will say, though, the hardest part of the game for Kale is already over.
Yep, level 6.
And she has a kill already. So I think things are looking very much up for Kale here. As long as they don't get caught too badly, and as long as Shen is on top of the R's, I think Kale's in a good spot to really do a lot of work this game.
But if she gets taunted like that, the health bars are gonna drop very quickly.
Well, yes and no, because Kale is actually one of the characters that doesn't care as much about taunts. Taunts are most effective against mages because you don't really... Mages don't really do anything on autos, but Kale is really going to actually not so much care that she has to keep autoing, right? That's what she does anyways.
Yeah, you're right.
There is still some argument where it's like, yeah, you're going to get caught with it, right? If you get caught out with it, you still die.
Well, here comes the gank setup from Pack. Tonic trying to find its snare. Nope.
Don't like this at all.
Nope. Here comes the haymaker very soon. There it is. Now you can kill him. Nicely done, Kryptonic.
The whole time I was so scared that Set was going to pull off some crazy 1v2 with his haymaker, but the haymaker did not do as much as I thought it would, to be totally honest.
People were away from the center of the haymaker. That is what helps
Yeah,
a lot.
true. That true damage is absolutely brutal, and this Viego just continuing to snowball with these plays all around the map. You really love to see it, and bot lane rotating up to keep Wukong off of the jungle, which is also big.
Gamer guy is also gonna get spotted out, but Bill and Foof are there.
Interestingly enough, we still have a minute and a half on Dragon. Everybody on blue side is posturing as if Dragon was up, but there's nothing to get down there. They do have a lot of vision.
No, Pac does have ultimate though, so if anything goes awry, I believe that he's just trying to get set up for that.
That is a big trade by the Galio. And you cannot disrespect the Galio's ability to... Ooh.
Nice flash! Taunt to get away.
That was big, yeah. If Pac dies there, that's really bad for their potential to Dragon. And he loses a lot off of that because there's a big wave that he's looking to push in a tower there. And this mid lane is actually going quite a bit better for the Galio than I expected it to. But Kayle is still up in CS, and she still hasn't died yet. And that's really all she cares about. She's got the kill. She's got the CS. Oh, big taunt.
Nice. Winter gonna go ultimate. So is Jaquel. They're trying to go for Straxel. Gets the CC off Braum passive. There goes the machine gun from Knight. Also passive from Jaquel. Dropping all that CC. Can they get the kill on Boop?
Nice.
Double kill for Winter Knight.
That was a really nice all-in, and the tragically late cleanse from the Ashe really just kind of sealed their fate there. And the Rift Herald's coming down here as well. This is going to be a big play for them.
Pac's teleporting. No, that was actually. I'm sorry. Brian teleported down to try to stop them from doing any more. Gonna stop them from taking the full turret.
So, little tip that my jungler never uses: if you're ever in a game and you have a situation like that where you have Rift Herald and you have 3 people wailing on the tower, if you get it to 2.5 plates left and then you pop the Rift Herald, it will one-shot it. And because it stacks up armor and MR, as more people hit it, and as you take more plates, it's actually more damage efficient.
It's a 4v3, siding on side, but shit, here comes Pac's ultimate, coming in to try to save Kryptonic. Kryptonic gets the dragon. Does he get Gamer? He gets Gamer. Winter Knight gets the kill. Going for Straxel now. Everything's going well for the side of Gregory loves his fries.
It looked so good with the Galio.
3-1.
It looked so good, but they were able to kite it out, and they did end up giving up Viego for it, but that was absolutely a worthwhile trade with him getting the dragon there. That's such a big play, and now they're 4K, almost 5K gold up in this game. With the Gregory loves his fries outscaling as well. I mean, you could make the argument that Senna infinitely scales, but at the end of the day, I don't think that they're going to get to the point where the infinite scaling from Senna is going to matter. I think that the 3-0 Kayle and the 4-0 Ashe are going to be able to shred all of their front line before they really get to that point. Yeah.
Stack check on Senna is going to be 37, by the way, at 12 minutes. Nothing compared to what Mango set expectations for
60,
last game.
Yeah, it was like 60 at 12 minutes last game. So it's definitely not going nearly as well for the Senna this game. And that's an interesting trade by Shen there, and that is not going to go terribly well for him.
Taunt maybe? Come on. Nice use of the W.
He still has the
he's waiting
haymaker.
for Kryptonic.
He still has haymaker.
No
Big
haymaker
CC
for
lock.
you, sir.
Big TC lock. Yeah, there was just Pac played that very well. There was just no good opportunity for Set to haymaker there. That's exactly how you want to play it. You want to make sure that his rage bar, his haymaker bar, stays low throughout the entire fight as much as you can. You want those long, drawn-out fights.
Bill's gonna try to come in, stopping both Pac and Kryptonic, but Kryptonic's just gonna stop Bill right in his tracks from popping. Bill pops Flash, looking for Pac, but you know what? We're gonna go back to bot lane. Winter Knight going at it with Straxel. Winter Knight gets kill on Straxel, is unstoppable.
And the
Dealing
Seraphine,
all this damage.
the Senna has cleansed, but the Seraphine does not. And so when the Seraphine gets hit with all the CC like that, she just doesn't get to play. And it's really just a case of if you hit the Senna, maybe she can cleanse some of it, but really that all-in this is exactly what we wanted to see last game from the Tristana Rel, where you just all-in the Senna Seraphine lane, but they weren't able to do it in the same way, and Gregory Loves His Fries bot lane really showing off their ability to punish that Senna Seraphine in a way that Seven Savages weren't able to.
Ooh, now they're just wanting to step into their jungle. They're just trying to get all that vision. Foof is denying that.
And
But
we got their... Go for it.
Sug is almost level 11.
Ooh, that's another big spike. And once Sug hits 11, the team fight damage is just going to be so brutal. And surprisingly, Shen is just stomping this top lane matchup. I mean, he got a lot of gank, to be fair, but really, I did not think this top lane matchup was going to go this way. I really thought it would be more set favored, and that Shen would basically just be there to survive. Braum coming up top lane. I don't know how much there is to get up here. But Set will eventually outscale. I think that the Bork makes it a lot harder because Shen's W will block all the Bork-powered autos. This is very sketchy. This is so sketchy.
Want the dive.
Oh, ultimate.
Oh, that was
not
really...
doing anything. But still some. Shen ultimate out? Nope.
No, CC stopped it.
And Shen is not in a great spot here with he has flash, but I don't think he's gonna.
Oh my gosh! No!
Nice.
Okay,
And the Braum is there to save him.
Oh, I thought it was just gonna be like a 1v1, 1v3. So I mean, I just didn't think I was gonna have to jump in. But here we go, Gamer Guy coming after PacSun. Jaquel just running interference. Bill also coming up top side. Jaquel getting caught out. Jaquel gonna drop. Ash ultimate misses. Winter Knight has to flash away. Sug is in the bot lane just taking a turret.
And I mean, even if they give Rift Herald here for this bot tower, I mean, it's not ideal because they get 2 objective bounties off it, right? They get the Rift Herald objective bounty plus tower objective bounty. Doesn't look like they're gonna give it.
Oh my gosh!
Big!
Built different, Kryptonic able to steal it, ultimates into the to try to make sure to get away, trying to get Traxel, is able to jump into Traxel's body. Here we go, ultimate again? No ultimate. Winter Knight and PacSun or Pack My Sack is going to do it. Here comes Winter Knight dealing all the damage, is dominating. There's the machine gun. Brian tries to get the haymaker down. Winter Knight kiting backwards, and Pack My Son gets a double kill. 4 for 1.
Man,
on the side of Gregory Loves His Rise.
that Viego should have just died there, but it's so crazy how strong that character is when he gets even 1 reset. I mean, you saw he got that reset and he was almost able to keep going. If anybody else had been like a tiny bit closer, they probably could have just kept going on that fight. And it's another dragon going over to the side of Gregory Loves His Fries, right? They're just gonna keep stacking this. It's an Ocean Soul. Oh god, it's Ocean Soul 2? Oh no. If Blue Side gets this Ocean Soul, they are going to be so incredibly tanky, right? They have 3 kind of melee characters that all build relatively tanky. And they have Senna Seraphine, and they're going to all build Spirit Visage, and they're all going to be so ridiculously tanky. But I don't think they're going to get it, and I think that this Ocean Soul is going to make the types of fights...
Ooh, nice taunt. That was nicely timed. Pack My Son is actually beating up Brian. Get that auto? Nope. Okay.
Not quite. The Bramble, they nerfed Bramble recently, so it doesn't do as much heal cut. But in compensation, they gave it even more damage for each auto. And so Set is literally just killing himself autoing this Shen at this point in the game. I mean, it's just... It's crazy how much damage new Bramble.
Oh, you are dead. Pack My Sack is solo all by himself. Gets the kill, and Bill picks up the kill. Jaquel all by himself up in that top lane against Bill. What's going on here? No, okay. Okay. Alright, bye. Oh no, here comes your tonic on the Bill.
The ultimate clone! Oh no. Oh, that
feels bad. I
What
do
a-
like to
what a
do that
play
as
for Bill.
Shaco. I do like to do that as Shaco for not people who play Malzahar. You know, I'll just have my Faco take the ultimate, but
Oh,
it feels
you're a
bad seeing
horrible
it.
person. It does feel bad for you.
Don't call me a horrible person.
Yeah, it's because we play Shaco. I'm allowed to.
No.
Let's see what else
We
going
have
on.
it's a 11k,
Oh, the
almost
camp.
11k gold lead. Sug wants the kill, going after Bill. Ooh, oh, here we go. Kill going over to Sug, and Winter Knight and Jaquel going after Brian, going godlike. Winter Knight is 7-0-6.
Yeah, it's the same story as last game. I mean, Gregory loves their fries. They're just slapping them with their wallets at this point. I mean, they have a bigger wallet, and it's large enough that you hit them over the head and they go unconscious. There's not a whole lot to be done. Not a whole lot to be done here. I'm guessing they're gonna go for this Baron coming up pretty soon here.
They can just go for the Baron between the three of them.
They probably
No.
can, but it doesn't look like they're going to. At least 2 of them are resetting. I don't know if the 2 of them can do it. But, I mean, at this point, they can take Baron at their leisure. And then after they take the Baron, they can siege mid into take a dragon, and that's soul point. And then all they need to do is just keep playing safe and farming, because they still outscale, right? Not only is Gregory Loves Their Fries ahead, but they outscale. And it's just... the only hope at this point for blue side is really, well, there's 2 hopes. The first hope is always you can get picks, right? If the other team screws up, you can always get picks, and that's always something you can do to get back in the game. You may need like 10 of them to get back in the game at this point, but you can try it. The other thing that you can do...
Oh, here comes the Ash ultimate, going after the Sug is trying to follow up on it, unable to due to the CC from Senna. By the way, stack check on Senna, it's 20-minute mark, and it is 62 stacks only. Like,
yeah,
what?
that's ideal.
Like,
It's not going great for the Senna. We knew that was the case. She's 1-5. There's been better Senna games. Let's see, what was I saying?
they just all live inside the jungle now.
I know, it's brutal at this point. They're just gonna keep kind of twisting the thumb screws here and just keep making the game worse and worse and worse for 7 Savages.
Objective bounty though.
That is rather large. The set gets that objective bounty.
Wow, that taunt actually still hit.
This might be something.
Bill going into pack. Jaquel trying to save pack.
Nope, the whole team.
There's the whole team there. Uh-oh.
Interesting.
Ryan getting that lane teleport.
This is not gonna go well.
Oh, here we go. They get away. Kryptonic Killer is going to ult away. And then there goes Straxel gets packed. Winter Knight trying to get away from Brian. Brian's still chasing. Here we go. The CC, Johnson Foo, able to catch Winter Knight. Is Winter Knight gonna kill Brian?
That is a big fight for 7 Savages here. And they end up losing their bot inhib for it here. But at the same time, that was the second thing that I was going to talk about, is they don't lose the bot inhib. Oh, that's actually really big for them then, because it still lets them show up to Baron if they need to. The second thing that I was going to talk about, aside of just getting 10 picks in a row to come back in the game, is a god fight, because they have the Wombo for it, right? They have the set, they have the Wukong, they have the Galio, they have the Senna, Seraphine and Senna over top, but and they showed exactly that was what happened. They managed to get the deep flank with the set TP, and they managed to get the fight to absolutely bring them back into the game. They're still 10k behind, so they only need to do that once or twice more, and they'll be able to play. But for now, they are still gonna continue to struggle in any kind of a remotely fair fight. And the next objective that everybody's going to be looking for is this Baron, I think.
Pack is going to be split pushing though, because Pack can just get away with that with the Titanic, and also Shen teleport is still up.
Yep.
So they can actually I honestly believe that they can get away with the 1-3-1. What do you think?
Yeah, I would love to see a 1-3-1 here.
Oh, here comes Jaquel getting initiated on from Foof and Gamer Guy.
Now, I absolutely love the idea of a 1-3-1. I would love to see Kale near side, so on the Baron side of the map, and then Shen on the opposite side. And I don't think, given how far behind Set is, I don't think there's anyone that can match Shen and I don't think there's anyone that can match Kale either. I think that they could absolutely just put the thumb screws on in this situation. And I, in fact, do not like the fact that Shen is looking to rotate here. I would love it if he just keep using that Seraphine, right? If Seraphine screws up and misses her E once, and you're able to get on her, it's so bad.
Oh, good job not going for that. Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been very bad.
They're all posturing around Baron still.
Oh, wait, here comes Pack is still split pushing like you wanted him to.
So yeah, this is what I love to see. But I actually think Gregory needs to be on the Baron now. They need to be on there like 3 seconds ago.
Yeah, because they're all seen in the bot side. There we go. This is
that crab makes it hard though. The scuttleward makes it a little hard. But I think they're strong enough to just do it in their face at this point. And Shen
Bill's
is
coming over. Bill's gonna come over. Is he gonna get it? Yes. Kryptonic still gets it. Ryan is in there. Winter is caught out. Get the shutdown.
Yeah.
And here comes Kryptonic. He's now Seta.
Pack has
flash away. Cannot join the cannot save most of his team because both Gamer and Traxel are on him. But can he actually get away? No flash from Gamer and death by passive.
And that's exactly what we wanted to see.
That was a big fight.
It could have been.
They still got Baron though.
Yeah, it could have been a little cleaner for Red Side, but that was absolutely what they wanted to be doing. I would have loved to. Hey, can you hear me? I would have loved to have seen that same play, except done like I don't know, 30 seconds, minute earlier.
Hello?
But realistically,
oh, there it is. Okay. I think my
hey,
Discord died on me.
Yeah, I was just saying, I would have loved to have seen that same play where they got the Baron done like 30 seconds, a minute earlier, and then they just do the same thing, right? Because Pack drew 2 people bot, and they could have just taken the Baron. And they could have probably played it a little cleaner to not lose Kryptonic, but at the end of the day, they did exactly what they needed to do. And unfortunately, it looks like Kryptonic got caught out trying to take the mid inhib, so they're not able to get quite as much as they would have wanted off of it. But still, it was the right play, and they probably could have played it slightly better, but it was still what they wanted to do. And now they're going to get to do exactly the same thing with this dragon that's coming up, and they're going to be able to get Ocean Soul, and at that point, the game becomes extremely difficult for the side of 7 Savages. I mean, they have no heal cut whatsoever.
Oh,
sorry.
Stole it.
Wait, Braum almost stole it?
Yes.
Oh no.
one hit point left.
Oh,
Sorry. Sorry.
No,
for
it's okay.
I
I was talking too much and not paying attention. And it's going to be an interesting fight. Chen is still just too far ahead. And has to, Set has to blow Flash to get away. Yeah, they do exactly the same thing with the Dragon as they did with the Baron. Shen's in the top lane, split pushing, and gonna draw at least the set.
Bill's on the wrong side of the law. But here comes Gamer Guy's ultimate. Winter Knight drops down to Gamer. Jaquel is having a hard time issue with everything else. But Kryptonic does take it. Ryan is there, right in Sug's face. Sug wants to back off. Gets the quadra kill by one-shotting both Bill and also Fu.
They're going for it. They want the penta.
They want the penta. Give him the penta. Don't
He's backing.
Dare back.
Oh no. No. He's gonna execute. Oh, no penta. Tragic.
It's a mythic ace though. That is a mythic ace. Unfortunately no penta, but Pack My Sack did teleport back up top side with using the minions and is going to try to go for just trying to take down the turrets now.
Yep, absolutely. He can afford to. I mean, he's Wukong's up and now 2 other people are up, so he's got to get going, but even then, he gets out.
I don't even think he cares.
Yeah.
Okay, come, follow me, monkey. Bill, you're in the wrong spot, buddy. Oh Oh, here comes the CC. Nice. Oh, Ash ultimate misses. Kryptonic is now the monkey. Pack My Sack is just clearing the wave. So is Sug. Sug getting the double kill on Fu. Ryan is most likely next. Kryptonic kills Traxel. Gamer kills
It doesn't
kills
matter.
Kryptonic.
Level 16, 12 and
Here
okay.
we go. 13 and 0 Kale. Quadra kill. Mythic
GG.
Ace for the side of Gregory Loves His Fries. Game 3 goes to Gregory Loves His Fries. There we go. That's how we clear out a series. Welcome. Wow. That was
crazy.
great.
That was a really clean game by Gregory Loves His Fries. I think they had maybe 2 fights that didn't go their way the whole game, and that was it.
I
It
love
was
it.
amazing.
It was great. I mean, they played exactly how they were supposed to. They played uh they were macro managing everything. I don't honestly. I mean, sure, one or two things could have been fixed to make sure that Winter Night didn't get caught out. But hey, they made sure they made it work, and they made it work well.
Mm.
Um, we are going to see a MVP vote.
Ooh
Juggernaut.
boy,
Who do
MVP.
you think? Who do you think?
Ah,
Just give.
I need a second to think about it
Okay,
because there was a lot of really great players on the side of Gregory Loves His Fries.
I'm gonna.
Trying to think of
How about I give? How
Yeah,
about I give
yeah,
mine
yeah,
first?
yeah. Go first for sure.
Um, I would give it to. Here's the weird thing. I know wasn't really big on game 1, but game 2 and game 3 was a major difference. Winter Night. Winter Night
Mm.
played properly. Spacing was great during game 2. Became a menace in game 3. Was a target, but that's fine because the rest of their team was picking up the pieces. You know what I mean? Was able to get down any and all damage that they really were having that were necessary. And honestly, I have no complaints about how they were playing game 1, because game 1 was a bit of an issue for Gregor Loves His Fries in general. Sorry, but game 2 and 3, Winter Night, big difference.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And they did definitely they what they did is they held down the fort game 1, right? They didn't lose lane. The Ezreal Morgana was really able to kind of mitigate that lane as a whole. And absolutely games 2 and 3 they did very well. Um as a counterpoint though, I would love to point out that Sug game 1
Mhm.
was ahead early game. Obviously, he wasn't able to kind of continue that lead. Game 2, the Galio, he didn't do quite as much. But the game 3, I think that Kale pick was incredible, right? And I think that the fact that it was a flex and that he was able to play it and perform on it so well, um, I think he did awesome. But I do definitely think that Winter Knight also did great.
But don't take our word for it, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know who you think should be MVP. We can have multiple MVPs. Don't get me wrong. This is not like if we have 3 MVPs, sure. If we have all 5 players of Gregory Loves His Fries come in, we do not mind. It's just that we just have to make sure they don't talk over each other. That's about it. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
But I I know that 80 carries are like a very underappreciated role these days ever since that durability change. And even before then, it was everybody can literally say to 80 carries face, your role is dog shit.
It,
I
I
mean,
Yeah, I think it got a lot stronger with the durability patch,
oh yes,
actually.
no, without a doubt.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Um, but yeah, I agree. 80 carries are usually the not quite to the degree of supports, but the unsung heroes to some degree.
oh yes, of course. But I do they're not they're not in the Discord though.
Did they, did they
They just
all leave? They
won
don't want
and
an interview?
they don't want an interview? What? They don't They bounced as well. Give me a second. Let
Oh
me try to
my
find this
gosh.
out. Let me let let me. We don't have to do a. We don't have to. I mean, it's great to have an MVP vote. Uh, but looks like
Sug.
Sug got MVP. But let's see if I can get a hold of them. Let's see if I can get a hold of Sug. If not, then we'll go to Kryptonic, because Kryptonic is the one that's available. Give us one moment, please. You know what? Since Kryptonic is the only one that's there, I think that we just might take, we just might grab Kryptonic.
MVP vote overruled.
Overruled. Yeah, congratulations, Kryptonic. We'll be. Give us 1 second. We're gonna grab him in. If he's okay. Okay, Kryptonic.
There he is.
Kryptonic.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm not.
Hey, what's going on?
I've been
What?
like picking him the whole time.
Yeah, like what's going on with this? Like, what happened to your team? They're just up and bounce.
Well, look, man, we're not used to these interview type things, all right? So when it happens, it's a rarity. So we just come on, we play, we do our thing, and then we move on with our lives.
Oh, that's great. No, but yeah, how does it feel to be streamed, man?
Dude, it was actually really fun tonight, and the best point about tonight is a buddy of mine that I play Rocket League with was on the opposing team, and he messaged me and he was like, "Bro, I didn't even know you play League."
That's so
Sleeper
funny.
player. Sleeper player.
Yeah,
Unlocked.
facts, facts, facts. You know, because I'm only a recent addition to Gregory Loves His Fries, and I'm only a sub for Fire, which
Oh
is their
yeah,
main
okay.
which is their main jungler. So like me being on their team is kind of like a rarity anyway. But Gregory Loves His Fries will be seeing me for like the next 4 weeks because he's out on vacation.
Oh wow, so we're gonna
Gotcha.
be seeing you. I mean, because if we look at the standings, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the standings a lot, but with the standings now, you guys going 2-1, it looks like you guys are going to make it into right now, because the last week of this of before the quarterfinals, you have a bye. So this week and next week are the last two times that you guys can even get points.
Right, and hopefully hopefully I can make Fire proud and do those as well as possible. The first game was kind of rough because Mordekaiser is kind of like a new pick for me,
Okay.
and I definitely fell behind a little bit compared to like Diana's ability to farm and actually create like gap closers, and it was just unfortunate. But the games overall went really well. Our macro got a lot better into game 2 and game 3 because we were able actually to create those win cons. Um, we knew that their mid laner was really weak. He doesn't really have a whole lot of mids in his pool, as far as what we can tell from scouting.
Okay.
So we knew that Sug was our win condition for all those games. Which his Galio was absolutely massive in almost every fight, and then coming alive with the KO. I mean, he really performed the way that we needed him to.
And that's great. I mean, I'm very happy for you guys. How big was the mental reset between game one and game two? Because game one was kind of like a giant hurt to you during that, and it kind of sucked when I was kind of sad for you guys. I was like, oh man, are they gonna get discouraged? Because a lot of teams that get streamed, they always automatically get discouraged as soon as as soon as they lose that first game. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the biggest point is like we don't overstress being streamed or not. Like we play the game to have fun and we play it to be able to play how we want it to. So at the end of the day, we're still having a great time, whether it's a win or loss, and we just learn from our mistakes. Ultimately, it was just the performance that really needed to change, and that's mostly was on me in game 1 with the Mordekaiser. So once I pulled out the volley, we got the double kill from the dive in the bot lane. It just felt so much better just moving forward.
Yeah,
Uh,
what was with the Mordekaiser pick in general? Like, what was the thought behind the Mordekaiser in game one? Just curious.
Um, Let me look at the draft for that actually.
Yeah,
it's okay.
yeah, I
Take
can,
your
So
I
own
can,
time.
I can break it down for you.
so
Actually, you have an
we
Ezreal, Morgana, yeah, Mordekaiser, Silas, and then Ornn as
Yeah, so
your
we
run.
we uh we knew that their bot lane was going to be playing heavy engage. And because we first picked the Morgana, and because we knew that it was going to be engaged, I was trying to create the possibility of taking the Diana or the Leona out of the fight early.
Okay.
Whatever, if I can stop Diana from getting on our back line, that's great. If I can stop Leona before she gets her ult off, it's great. It's a great way to stop CC and be able to just take a body out of that fight.
I completely understand that pick. I mean, it worked for as soon as she dove in, but unfortunately, you guys were lacking on the damage department for that top lane. I mean, sure, Pack was doing really great work in the laning phase, but that mid to late game was lacking on the damage and the ability to finalize any kills. I mean, sure, face tanking everything is a great way to make sure that your team doesn't die, but there's no follow-up damage if the whole rest of the team is dead, like Juggernaut said earlier.
Yeah, and it was kind of unfortunate that we did pick the Ezreal, just because I mean not Fire, because Winter Knight is he has better picks than Ezreal, and it just lacked the damage there. Other than that, like it definitely could have succeeded in the long term. I just needed to be able to actually pick up some kills in my ultimate. It was kind of like just wasted since I just ulted in terrible spots.
Hmm. I mean,
Out of
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, out of curiosity, is there like one person that runs draft for you guys? Is there like a mind behind the curtain, or is it just all like a collective? Oh, we should pick this here, we should pick that here, and it's all just kind of a collective discussion as you go.
So there's two differences between Fire and myself is like the junglers. Fire is a lot more as an aggro jungler. I'm much more of an objective based jungler.
Mhm.
When it comes to them picking draft with Fire, they just go based on their comfort picks and how they want to play. Whenever I go to picks, I like to actually have somewhat of a team comp around me because I like to do macro more than anything.
It showed, yeah. Your macro, especially games 2 and 3, really was uh, really good. I mean, it was just clean games, getting all the objectives, macroing properly. Yeah, especially nice job.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I've been trying to learn from some other players, getting other perspectives and point of views, and trying to learn from other junglers because I'm actually an ADC main that's been
Hmm.
trying to transition into the jungle. So being able to pick up these little small details and try to become a better player overall is what's
Sorry if
really
I'm
kind
talking
of helped
over
me learn the
somebody. My
macro.
Discord just crapped itself, I think.
Uh oh, it's a streamer curse, caster's curse.
Yeah, we we can hear you, Lupul.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. But no, thank you for the amazing game. I know this was your first time getting streamed, I believe, if I'm
Y-
correct.
yeah, it's my first time getting streamed for Gregory Loves His Fries.
Okay, awesome. And you guys hoping to get streamed again?
Oh, of course, especially with us being able to have a chance to go to playoffs. I mean, if we're able to get points and make it to the bye week, that's great. But if not, we hope that we can at least give everybody a good show going into it.
Yeah, no. Is there anybody or any people that you would like to shout out?
I want to shout out Straxel, man. He's my buddy that was on the Rocket League side of his everything. I hope he had a great time, and I hope that he doesn't harbor too many ill will feelings toward me after tonight.
Oh no, he's gonna just kick your butt in Rocket League. He's just
Like
gonna be,
that.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Uh,
Yeah, he's just gonna be a me.
but thank you so much for coming out to stream. I'm glad everybody at home enjoyed these 3 games as much as Juggernaut and I did. And Ryleon, yet again, thank you so much for producing the background. Uh, Kryptonic, you did a wonderful job in the jungle for being a sub in, and I'm hoping you guys make it to the finals for these. Um, but tomorrow we have our last game of the week. It's going to be a DSS game. But let me get confirmation really quick from Ryleon about one little thing. Ryleon, what is the news on that? Are we doing the one or the other? Okay. So we are going to be doing the we're going to be having a banger of a game. It's going to be 9 p.m. EST, the Dark Side Project versus Knights of Ishtar. We're going to be having a banger of a game between those two. Those are the top 2 teams of the DSS for the second division, and this basically goes to show who's first place, who's second place in that division, who's that standing, and who gets a free game, gets a straight run to semifinals. So, please tune in tomorrow again at 9 p.m. EST. Darkside Project versus Knights of Ishtar. Thank you so much, folks, and have a wonderful evening. Good night.